Hey, welcome back to Saturday Station Farm. This is Randy. So bad news, guys. We don't have nearly as many spring piglets as I thought that we would have. Some of you have already bought piglets, some ones we have from last year. So if you've already bought piglets from us and we've already got your deposit, your piglets are secured. But it would appear we've got some issues going on in the system, in the management system, that we have not fully worked out just yet. We have two of our sows, Pumpkin Spice and Jaws, that didn't get pregnant at all. So for the last 4 months, they've just been freeloading, hanging out. They've been freeloading, hanging out. They could be pregnant now, just mid-cycle somewhere. I'm not sure why they did not take the first time. Pumpkin Spice specifically, she was looking like she was going to be pregnant, but she never really milked up. She did come in with all the others. They all came in together. And they were all looking like they were going to farrow, but then it was obvious their milk was completely dried up. Jaws especially was antsy, wanted to get out of here. Hey, shh, shh, hey, shh. So that left us 4 sows left over. Cream Skull, she's killing it. She's had a nice big old litter. She's got 8 piglets over there, all doing super well, doing phenomenal. Spot, she had 4 that survived. She had a couple others, but that was a relatively small litter. Only 6 piglets, 4 made it. And then we had Pegleg. Now, she's only had 2 piglets. We have found a few mummified ones, a few dead ones here and there, but overall she only had 2 piglets that have made it. One came out semi-deformed, and it was having a super hard time breathing. Its back legs were pretty much non-existent. So I did put that one down. There was no point trying to encourage that poor thing to keep living. But even still, even if it had made it, that's only 3 plus a couple mummified is 5, 6. So overall, like super low, small litters. I wish you'd just go lay an egg. Super small litters. The litters that have shown up, only in overall size, only a few have actually made it. And then we have Boots. She's yet to farrow, but the way things have been going with either missed pregnancies, small numbers, or with like Pegleg, hardly any survivals, I'm skeptical about her having a large litter. Plus, she's already, like, several times now, in the last few days, acted like she was going into labor contractions and going to have her piglets, and then just came out of it and was wandering around like she wasn't pregnant at all. So I don't know. We're going to have the vet come out and discuss what's going on. I've got some pretty good ideas of what it could be, and I'm kind of leaning towards either like a lepto or parvo, but there could be something environmental going on. There could be some mycotoxins in the feed. I'm not really sure yet, but we've never done just an arbitrary vaccination program. Never just blankly medicated just for no reason. I've always been of the position that we treat if there's an acute issue, and now there's an acute issue. So it may be worth treating, and it may not, depending on what it is. But to fix it, we got to find out what it is first. Closest I can tell is potentially a porcine parvo disease, parvovirus. It doesn't affect the sows at all. It affects the piglets in the embryonic stage up to a point. There's a certain point, and I forget the days, where the piglets develop an immunity to the parvovirus. So if they're coming out healthy, they've already built up the antibodies to fight off that virus, which is great because any piglets that we have now that are alive and healthy, and the sows are perfectly fine. They're developing a natural immunity to it. But it meant that we took a lot of losses. If that's the case, it could very well be something else. So right now it's a bit speculative. So, long story short, we don't have any more spring piglets for sale. And I know there were a lot of folks, a lot of you out there that were waiting to get some, and we were waiting to see what our numbers were, so we actually knew how many we could sell. And now that we're pretty much we don't have any more, I want to let everyone know. So that's the situation. We're going back to the drawing board, getting the vet out here, getting some samples done, see if we can figure out what's going on so that we can identify the problem and then address it, and then look at how it could have happened or what it could be. You know, is it maybe some mycotoxins in the feed? Maybe there's something to do with the feed mill. Could things have gotten wet? Is it just the season? Could something have been brought in on the farm when we brought meat back? Could we have a couple issues going on? Like maybe parvo, maybe the sows that didn't get pregnant had nothing to do with a virus. Maybe it's just the sows aging out or their condition. They are a little fat. And I would almost expect that that would maybe impact the amount of piglets, like a small litter, but not necessarily a lot of mummified piglets, potentially. And they're only 3 years old, so they're not that old, really. Look at it. I don't know if you can see it. You got a little piglet coming out of the nest right there. They're already sneaking out. So long story short, we don't have any more piglets coming this spring. As far as, you know, in a couple months, our boar is over there trying to coax and breed the sows that went back, which is odd because I don't know why he would be breeding them now if they've been with him for the last 4 months and haven't gotten bred yet. So something's going on, and I suspect we got a few different things going on, and not sure exactly what just yet. Until further notice, we're out of piglets until we can get a handle on what this problem is and what we're going to do to fix it and going forward. So, unfortunately, I wish I could get you guys some piglets, but at least you know now so you can make other arrangements to stock your backyard and your homestead and have pigs on your farm. There's our good mom over here. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.